A diamond with a flaw is better than a common stone that is perfect.
People were asking me in March if I was gonna bring it back. You know, I was doing shows in Florida, and they were like, "Are you bringing Spookfest back this year?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it. I love that. I love that, and I love that there's art. I have been introduced to so many artists who love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they love it as much as me, but they love it.
Does anyone love it as much as you? we'll get to that.
What is your real opinion on Spookfest? Because you've shared with me, but now share with the people what your real opinion is on this, on just Spookfest. Let's start with Spookfest.
On Spookfest as a whole, great concept, great idea. The city needs it. Like, for real, and everyone loves hip hop and R&B. It's one of the leading genres of music.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, where we are in this town is not supported.
The thing about Quincy is, man, it is going to become, like, whether y'all believe it or not, it is going to become a staple in Illinois. People are going to be like, yeah, we're going to Quincy.
Yeah.
They're going to do that. That's what this town is trying to turn it into.
What's up, guys? Thank you guys for checking out Issa Kickback with myself and James. This episode is sponsored by Amway by Dre.
Amway by Dre offers a variety of products, and we just so happen to choose the energy drinks. As you know, we do a lot of late night sessions with music, the podcast, being parents.
All I said. Work.
With that said, he offers a variety of flavors of energy drinks. I'm drinking a wild berry.
I'm drinking Summit, excuse me.
Gas. With that said, if you ever need that extra push to get through the day, be sure to visit Amway by Dre. The link is in our description.
Now let's get back to the show.
What's up, everybody? I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And welcome to Issa Kickback.
What's happening?
Hey, so this episode, we're going to be going over one of the biggest events we have of the year. It's called Spookfest.
Spooky.
Spookfest is a hip-hop DIY festival, and this year it took place at pretty much what I call my residency, at the Joker's Lounge. With that, you know, we brought out a ton of hip hop and rappers. We brought out some vendors, and really, we're just gonna be talking about the atmosphere.
The ladies, can't forget the ladies.
Oh yeah, we have the city dressed up. It was really dope. There was a ton of new faces in there.
Oh no, for real.
And then we're just gonna get into it. What kind of goes into developing an event like that? Why I ended up bringing it back for the 5th year.
The good and the bad.
Yeah, he gonna let me know about the bad.
Sorry.
But with that said, Marcel, let's go ahead and get us started off with the vibe check.
A diamond with a flaw is better than a common stone that is perfect. I think that describes me, to be honest.
Yeah?
Like,
how so?
To the fullest. Well, one, I shine bright like a diamond. No pun intended.
Talk to him.
But I am flawed. I do have my insecurities. I do have my battles within myself. To be the best version of me, such as a diamond. So you gotta scratch something a little bit, buff it out, type shit. But once I reach that point, I'm gonna shine so bright, man. It's gonna be blinding.
Yeah, they won't even be able to see it.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. So I wholeheartedly agree with that term.
Yeah. No, I fucked with that too. Yeah, pretty much what you said. It's like, I also don't want to look like the next guy. So many people walking around on eggshells trying to be this perfect. And it was like, nah, let me stand out. I'm not perfect, but I'm finna shine. I'm finna shine on the air.
Hey, 2000 Lil Wayne grill, you dig?
You feel me? But yeah, man, so let's just get into it with the folks, man. And I think that vibe check resonates with this episode because we saw a bunch of people kind of do their thing, and not a lot. First, it takes a lot of courage to get on a stage.
Man, I saw some stage fright. Well, I saw people work through it and get after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that.
So they're a regular because you got people that came and watched them that like, I want to be up there, but I can't be up there.
Yeah, get kind of nervous when the lights is on.
Yeah, but hopefully one day they can conquer those fears and take that step to shine, because it ain't nothing. Everybody got to shine every once in a while, but it's really all on you.
For real.
But with that, man, let's get into it, man. Spookfest. the Halloween DIY event. It took place this year at the Joker's Lounge. You know, we usually do it at the One, but I wanted to just bring it home to where it all started.
Yep.
If you guys don't know, my first ever event was in 2018 at the Joker's Lounge. We built the stage in the room. Shout out to Chris Bradshaw.
Word.
He came. I say we. He built the stage in the room. I cut the check.
Take a little credit.
Yeah, I cut the check. But he built the stage in the room, and that was the first ever show. There was a lot of mistakes. So this year was kind of like a full circle because the last year I really thought I was done, man. But like I said, when I was on stages, you know, people were asking me in March if I was gonna bring it back. You know, I was doing shows in Florida, and they were like, "Are you bringing Spookfest back this year?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, let's figure it out." And so here we are. So Marcellus, as someone who doesn't necessarily help on the backside of that, what do you think over the years? What's your overall opinion on Spookfest?
I would definitely say I've seen a lot of progression and a lot of growth.
Yeah.
Both from you and from the artists that started out in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, one place I can think off the back of my head is AB.
Word.
That dude could barely hold a mic, and now he's killing the stage, like, and commanding the stage. So
Word.
I could definitely tip my hat off to him because it shows grinding and putting in our hard work.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot of progression. Definitely a lot of.
So wait, before we get even more into that, so who were some of your favorite performers from this year?
Triple T was definitely one of them.
Word, shout out Triple T.
He had a couple bangers that I really liked.
Yeah.
Some of them I can't say because I know they are unreleased. New Money Gang was good. Shout out to them. Kamari, he always puts on a good show, of course. I'm missing someone else. JC?
JC Cortez.
JC Cortez. Really good dude. Nick from, which one? St. Louis?
New York.
I'm tripping. Excuse me. But yeah, he definitely called a lot of great performance, to be honest. Swerve on the ones and twos, of course. Killed it.
That's my dog.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie. Man. What about you? What do you think as the host?
Man, I was very impressed with the lineup.
Okay.
You know, so I did something different this year. Usually I post, hey, I'm booking for this. You know, I get tens to hundreds of DMs. I want to be on.
Right.
This year I switched it up. I was like, man, y'all got to fill out this form. And then I'm going to decide. Y'all got to give me some time. I don't want to be chasing people around.
With some more structure.
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of the artists were like, cool, say less, I got you, you know? Yeah. So that was really dope. So
how many actually fall through though?
Honestly, all the people I expected to do it, like even my team did it.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So when it comes to the performance, sorry, I'm like super in depth with it because this leads up to the performance. Because there were people I was worried about, I didn't know. Like I had people placed in certain spots that I didn't know if they were still going to deliver and give us everything that they got.
Right.
And they did, like the whole lineup. I shit you not, like you can tell who has some improving to do.
Yeah.
But you can also tell that they love what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
And as a host, that's all you want. You want people that want to be there.
Yeah.
But every time y'all would see me in and out of the room, every time I came back into the show side of the room, artist was in there supporting artists. And that's all you can really ask for.
For sure.
And that's all you can really ask for. So I was really impressed by overall the lineup. Nick Moody obviously is a standout for me. My bro Henny came out and he did his thing. He's done a lot better with engaging the crowd, and I'm very proud of him for that. AB, I had to give my then and there. I was just very impressed, bro, because like I was watching him in the same spot that I watched him on that first show, and I was just like, wow. I could see the kid up there with the Mac Miller shirt from the very first show. Yeah, and he's just in his
in his zone.
Yeah, and, you know, of course my team, Scissor, Kamari. I'm always impressed by those two, especially with just how Quincy has gravitated towards them.
Yeah.
Because they have fans here.
Yeah,
if I do a show they're not on the bill, they're like, how come you're not bringing them out? Yeah. You know, so I appreciate the city for rocking with my team. For
Shout
real.
out to Quincy. Word.
NMG, Fire. They got, I'm very proud of Quan, and I do see those guys do have a lot of potential.
Oh yeah.
MVT, he got us started off so right. My daughter was up there vibing. She's like, he was performing. I kept trying to leave. She's like, no, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
She was like, I was like, who's your favorite? She's like, who is the guy that sang Batman? That was her favorite song. So
I fuck with that.
Yeah. So it just the whole event was really dope. And
oh shoot, Tabo.
Yeah.
And Muscle Plus, that was really dope. I love their style of music as well. So
yeah, and I think that's why Nick set up, because I'm at the point to where I'm not always jumping around and doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's where artists lose me. But that's why I had to set up the way I did. That's why it was really chill.
Yeah.
Like the buildup of it was chill. Is the hip hop, boom. Then DLC comes from up north.
Yep.
And they got us off, boom. Right? Then we have the costume contest, and we just keep it going after that.
Nice
it's just
contest.
up. SGK, Scissor, Henny, and it was just up since it. And so I tried to flow it all into towards the after party. Shout out to my brother Swerve, because I always appreciate you coming out and just rocking with us, man.
Shout out to Swerve.
He did a festival that night, and he had just gotten off tour.
Yeah. I mean,
so
that dude works. Man.
Yeah.
He works.
So I'm very grateful for that relationship. But yeah, performance wise, man, it was just. I don't know. I love it. I love that. I love that. And I love that there's art. I have been introduced to so many artists who love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they love it as much as me, but they love it.
Does anyone love it as much as you? we'll get to that. What about the vendors? You fuck with them?
Yeah, man. And you know what's crazy about the vendors? Is I struggle so hard to get vendors from Quincy to come to my event and set up tables. Like,
right.
This year, I even had it free. Like, in previous years, it was like, you got to at least buy a ticket.
Right.
You know, because they pay hundreds of dollars to do all these other events to sell this shit. And, you know.
At least pay, $10 a ticket?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like, buy your discounted ticket.
Yeah.
You can set up tables, sell your stuff. This year, I was just like, you know what? And then Kamari has been working with 4K Cakes. So first off, the vendors were 4K Cakes from Indianapolis, Indiana. And then illustrations by Logan, who is an artist from Quincy, or the Quincy area, I'll say. I don't know exactly his hometown.
Right.
I was introduced to him because we were on the bowling team together.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and he was talking about it. I was like, look, I need vendors for this. Like, would you want to come?
Yeah.
But so 4K Cakes, they sell infused things at this show. Obviously, they did not. But so they brought like pinwheels, sandwich pinwheels.
Yeah.
And they brought some desserts, and the desserts was bussin', bro. It was so good. I was really rocking with the vendors, so I'm grateful for that, because they made a 4.5 hour trip to come serve y'all food.
Well, that's commitment. I definitely want to bring them up, because I mean, who knows how much you're going to sell, you know? And how much you have to make to sell. So just to make that drive or a chance to hopefully make a return on some money, I definitely commend them for that.
And I'm grateful, because having food at an event like this helps people stick around. Last year we had that food truck outside, and I think that helped retain people at the venue.
Yeah, I mean,
which, you know, when you get different sounds, people not really heard of and things like that leading up to the headliner, you know, you run into, I'm here for this person, and you hope the next artist hooks them, but you know, sometimes it's hit and miss.
I mean, not for nothing, when you drink, sometimes you want to eat, you know, hold the liquor.
Part.
I'm keeping it lean, you know.
That part. So let's get into the meat of this, Ellis.
Okay.
What is your real opinion on Spookfest? Because you've shared with me, but now share with the people what your real opinion is on this, on just Spookfest. Let's start with Spookfest.
On Spookfest as a whole, great concept, great idea. The city needs it, like for real. And everyone loves hip hop and R&B. It's one of the leading genres of music.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, where we are in this town, it's not supported. It's not received as it should be as other events in this local town. And I know some of the business because you talked to me off mic, of course.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are you doing it for outside of love? You know? Like, I don't see the reason to continue to pay all these artists, pay the photographers, the vendors, whoever else you gotta pay, because I'm not counting your pockets, but I'm sure it ain't cheap.
Yeah.
And you don't get one shout out on the radio, not one shout out on the news, not one Facebook page shout you out, not one Twitter page shout you out. You barely get the ads to shout you out. If I'm clicking 100, outside of a couple Snapchats, I mean, who's promoting it outside of you and your team? I'm gonna include myself, you know. But that's real, like, and it breaks my heart for you because, like, I know how much work you put into it and how much blood, sweat, and tears, not literally, but maybe literally, you know, like, I'm sure, like, you're going to bed at, like, 2 a.m. trying to perfect this show for a child that's not really grateful for it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I know me, I wouldn't continue to do that shit for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, wrap that shit up, bro, like. And I mean that with love.
No, I know.
I really do. I mean that with love, but, like, these niggas ain't supporting you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah. And it's crazy because my family says that, and they still show up for me like you do. My family, like, they still show up for me like you do. The people that whole idea of throwing shows started with don't even show up to the events. And
what else do you need to say after that?
A lot, because I'm so used. I think I'm so used to making a little turn into a lot.
Right.
I'm so used to it. Our very first show at 6th Street sold like most of the tickets. I mean, they were regulars at the lounge.
Oh shit, I forgot about them.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Yeah, and then after that I did maybe like 40 people.
Yeah.
50 people. This year we did 172 people. Like, they came through the door.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the video footage, it doesn't look like 172 people. It doesn't look like those Gym City events that they have in town. It doesn't look like that. Because at those events, the main thing is to get drunk.
Yeah.
At hip hop, people drink to get loose, to get comfortable in the setting.
Yeah.
But it's mainly to listen to music, you know?
Fair enough, yeah.
So, but you make a great point as far as, like, not only the sweat equity, as far as staying up and then having to wake up at 5 to hit the road to drive 2 hours, to work 8 hours, to drive 2 hours back home.
Not to mention picking up some of these artists from whatever airport they flew into. Like, you might not, he ain't gonna tell y'all what he does. This dude will, like, work an 8-hour shift in where he works at, drive to another town, pick someone up, drive back to Quincy, maybe pick up his daughter because it might be his night, set up a whole stage in his backyard, tear down the stage, load it up at 9 a.m. to get to the venue. Like, nigga, who's doing all that? And it's just him, by the way. Maybe his father helps him out, or whoever else. I know your brother or your sister.
Nah, this last one, my girl's the only one that, like, offered. Don't get me wrong, people offer.
Okay.
People do offer to help, but my thing with offering is, like, if you see somebody that needs help, why would you ask them if they need help? Why wouldn't you just help them?
Fair enough.
So that's kind of, like, when people ask me, it's just like, I'm like, if you want to help me, come help me, but, like, don't ask me if I need help if you see I need help. Like,
for sure.
So, because I do find myself asking, but I'm so used to asking and not really wanting to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I receive it as.
Yeah.
Because people offer stuff to be nice.
Hoping you say no type shit.
Yeah. And I know I'm like that sometimes.
I am like that. I ain't no front.
I've been trying to, get better about that. I've been working on trying to become more impeccable with my word.
Yeah.
But that's why I just do it alone in that sense. Like, I'll load up the stage by myself and like my team. Like, when Joel was on my team and we went to Alabama, I didn't have to ask Joel to help me move the stage.
Shout out to Joel.
He just did it. Like, even when he came to Quincy and he just got off a 7-hour drive, he'd be like, "What you need, fool?"
Yeah. And
then he'd be like, "I know you're not finna tell me." So he'll grab something. And then he'd be like, "Where you want this?" And
I seen him do it at the Jacksonville show.
Yeah, and he'll just do it. So Kamari does the same.
Yeah.
Scissor does the same. So AB's never around when I'm moving. He's from this area, so he's never around when I'm moving, stuff like that. But if AB, like the Indiana show, AB offered to help me break down. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's just me.
One man band.
But I'm so, what I was saying earlier is I'm so used to having a little and making a lot. Like I said, if it wasn't for 6th Street, the first show wouldn't have been as big.
Right.
After that, we did maybe 50 people. And then it just kind of escalated to 172 this year. The summer show, we did 167. Like, these are not made up numbers. I have people like that keep count at the door. I asked her not to rip the tickets and to cut them, but she ripped the ticket hubs off, and I count those. To verify. You know, I count those, compare them with the online ticket sales, and like I make sure the numbers are what they are.
Yeah.
And so to go 2018 to doing that, simply having that great show simply because it was 6th Street, to doing it now because it's James, to me that means a lot. And it's like the risk. I have a high risk tolerance, but like I need to grow. I need to grow up, though. I need to grow up in that sense. That's why I didn't book at Major this year, because I need to grow up. It doesn't make sense. We can't pay Big Baby Scumbag $1,500, $2,000 to come here, and we have 5 people stay for a set. We can't do that. I can't pay Kurt Cobain's $3,000 and he's an asshole, breaks his contract. I can't, you know.
And hold on, 1 second. Those are big names you just said.
Yeah.
Maybe not like A-list celebrities, but those are big names, right?
Yeah.
Not one coverage on the news. Not one newspaper article. Not one, nothing. And yet you would think, had it been, and I'm not trying to get race into this, but it is a fact, had it been another same tier artist but white, it would have went all over.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Blues in the Cart, some random, I've never heard of this guy, but he's you know, got a little buzz. All over the news, 7 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news. Kurt Cobain comes here, he had a major hit, Drinking My Cup.
Yeah.
Smash. I didn't hear shit on the news. I didn't see nothing on Facebook. I saw maybe 3 girls posting it on Snapchat. And that was just because they hope to get lucky, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But like, and you're not going to say nothing, I know that. But that's fucked up to me, because I know how much hard work you do. And you don't see any type of like love reciprocated back to you. At least from the outside. You're not always telling you what's up. But like, it's, sorry if I'm rambling, but like, this dude is not going to say nothing, so I got to like tell these niggas, he does a lot. You almost paid, I'm not going to say any number, but you almost paid a lot to get Jack Harlow here.
Yeah.
If you would have did that and had the same turnout, I would have been heated for you.
Yeah.
I would have told you to shut it down immediately. Like, cause like,
nah, they would have came out. They would have came out for Jack. They would have came out for Jack.
What's Conklin?
But you know anyway. But you know, this
behind the scenes stuff. Don't worry, guys.
And then we get Hurricane Wisdom and Future XXL Freshman. You know, I'm gonna vote for him. He came, he rocked with the artists. He stayed, watched everybody set, dapped them up. Like,
very nice guy, by the way.
Yeah, ate the food, did a free thing for the vendor. Mm-hmm. I never turned that in because we had our own situation, but did his free thing for the vendor. Yeah, and it was just like, okay, that's the dude I want to keep working with.
Yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong. If he wasn't as conservative with his money as he is, because he is an artist that's really in the game. So like, he really got bills. Like, he really has to invest in himself. Yeah. He might have left, but my man's could have sat in the car instead of watching the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what other motherfuckers, they sat in the van for 2 hours instead of
coming in and so long. And he was up there the whole night.
The whole night, bro. And when the artist caught his eye, he would go to the front and watch them. Yeah. When Kamari performed, he was on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't act. So it was like that. Those are the people I'll book him again.
Him and I forget the dude's name, but he had someone else with him.
Yeah, his manager. Shout out to Shad, DJ Shad. Yeah.
Very nice dudes. I said what's up. They showed me love. Very nice guys.
Yeah. No, I just appreciate them being patient with me as I try to develop this market, because the thing about Quincy is, man, it is going to become, like, whether y'all believe it or not, it is going to become a staple in Illinois. People are going to be like, yeah, we're going to Quincy.
Yeah.
They're going to do that. That's what this town is trying to turn it into.
I mean, look what they just built.
Yeah, so that's what they're developing. So it's like, do I want to be the person people think of for this type of stuff. Because I know what I have to do. I know what needs to be done because I know a lot of people aren't doing it already. You know, they're all buddy shaking hands. But my thing is, I'll go sell a ticket to somebody. I'll go meet a stranger and be like, oh, yeah, we got this hip hop show in the when I was getting working on my discounts for the artists for the hotels. You know, the dude at the desk was like, oh, I make music. I'm from Kansas or somewhere in the middle South. And he showed me his music video. I was like, man, that's a small world, man. I would love for you to come out. And, you know, like, demo and stuff like that. Gave him a ticket. And, like, yeah, bro. Like, if you can make it, definitely stop by. But, like, that's who I am. That's who y'all get. And I say that to say, like, I'm not afraid. I don't need... Yeah, it's cool to make a call, but I'll be in the streets. Like, I'll kick it with you. Like, when people come to the shows, people can stop me and talk to me. Yeah. I know I'm running around a lot, but, like, you get that real human connection with me. You feel the good energy from me because I'm having a blast at these shows. I'm genuinely even when stuff goes wrong, I'm still genuinely enjoying myself. I'll figure it out later, you know. And I've came a long way with the self-development in that instance. But
you be on stage, you be at the after party, like you are engaged with the people. You are the man of the people.
Yeah,
and you don't get that from a lot of people who could be in your position. You know?
I know, because there's people here, and the thing about what I do, bro, is there's people that have admitted to, like, yeah, we're not fucking with you because you do this, or you don't want to pay us this, or you do that. And it's like, oh, yeah, really? Yeah. They've admitted that they won't do that. I won't go too far to that, but they've admitted that they intentionally will not support me.
So that is a thing, bro.
They will intentionally not support me because I don't pay them, and they know I can... They say I know that they can do certain things, but, like, let me tell y'all this. All the artists get paid.
Yeah.
All the artists get paid. Spookfest, majority of the artists made more money than I did.
See, come on, man.
You know? But it's not about the money, but that's where I say I need to grow up because I'm running a bad business.
Yeah. Well,
I'm having too much fun.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, because I'm having too much fun, so I need to make adjustments, you know? But all the artists get paid. I haven't had a show where... If an artist does the work, they get paid.
I have a question, and you can answer or not answer. I respect your decision. Out of all the shows, have you ever made more than 3% profit?
My most profitable show ever was this past summer.
This past summer?
Yeah. And that was because my only expense... So it's like, now I don't have to pay for overpriced equipment. I have my own equipment.
Right.
And that's what the buildup was.
Yeah.
That's what the buildup was, like...
That you build, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was like, okay, when I started out, it was pay to play, but it was like, I'll break y'all off if the show does well.
Yeah.
They don't know that I just had to pay $700 so they could have equipment to use. Off $5 tickets, off $10 tickets.
People need to know this.
Yeah, so they don't know that, and the artists don't know that, so they're just mad that, and it's like, no, y'all gave me $50, and I matched your $50, but I matched the 7 other people's $50, so I got $350 from y'all. I paid the other $400 out of pocket on top of the flyers, the design. Because when I started, I was paying for the graphics. I was paying for the equipment. I was paying I bought the I bought the supplies to have the stage built.
Yeah.
And then I had to pay for the stage to be built. So it's like I pay for all that, and then it's like when we level up, we go to the one. I pay the rental fee. Now I have to pay for the lights and stuff. The Kurt Cobain's lights and stuff cost $1,200. Oh God! But it was good. It was dope, but it was just like, okay, I don't have the support that I need to keep doing things like this.
The problem.
Yeah, but that's why it's like, okay, let me go back home to the Joker's Lounge where it started.
Yeah.
Angie lets me use her space for free because Angie understands she's going to make money.
Lots of it.
She's going to make money. I get to keep my door, and it works.
You do get to keep door?
I keep all the door, yeah.
Okay.
The artists. That's how artists make their money. That's why I do the pre-sale tickets.
Got you.
But yeah, it's free. So it's like now I own the stage. I own the stage that I can move. I own the lights. I own the sound. I would like to improve those, but it's like now I have to be smart. Like I said, I have to grow up.
Yeah.
It's no longer a game. Like for so long, I was just like, I was getting my checks, and it was like, man, let me put half on music, put half on everything else. But
life.
Yeah, but it's like I'm tired of my check fading after a week.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go the next week, like
ramen noodles or some shit.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
So I have to grow up, and I know that. Anyway, but just to wrap it up. So I guess you kind of said wait, but for 25, you asked if I'm even gonna do Spookfest.
Right.
If I do it, should I bring a higher tiered artist, or should I just keep my same level of artists and keep building on that until we get? Because just a reminder, I can't get grants because insurance companies don't insure rap events, so I can't get grants.
Yeah. No, because. And I hope the people know this. You had to pay for whatever comes out of your pocket.
Yeah.
So, say you book a big time artist, you had to pay that. So, if I were you, I would just stay where you're at and keep building all the momentum that you already have.
Word.
And keep that ball rolling.
Word. Because the shows, I think I did 2 or 3 shows last year in Quincy.
Yeah.
But I honestly might just stick to the 2. I don't even know if I'm gonna do the 2 because I really would like my own place. But like, we'll see.
Right.
But yeah, that's the recap on Spookfest 2024. Thank you all for tuning in and checking us out. I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And this was a Kickback.
Yes, sir.
Peace.